Hello and welcome to Bahrain Now, your source of local initiatives, happenings, talents, and trends. I'm your host, Khalid Hidris, here to walk you through our exciting lineup of segments and personalities from around Bahrain. So don't go away, we'll be right back. Bahrain Polytechnic and Bloomberg announced the launch of a Bloomberg Finance Lab, inaugurated earlier this year, marking a significant milestone in the Polytechnic's efforts to strengthen financial education and equip its students with the practical skills to succeed in a competitive global labor market. And to talk more about that, we have here with us in the studio Ms. Latifa Al-Fadl, who is the head of School of Accounting and Finance at Polytechnic Bahrain. Welcome, how are you doing today?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you to talk about this topic today. I'd like to start by asking you about the Finance Lab. What does this milestone mean for the School of Accounting and for Bahrain Polytechnic as a whole?
Well, basically it's a defining moment for us. Having a Bloomberg FinTech Lab that brings real global market directly into our school. So this brings everything directly on our hand available for our students.
Wonderful. And how does this initiative align with Bahrain Polytechnic's broader vision for graduate readiness and employability?
So it's a defining moment for Bahrain Polytechnic, actually. It's to bring directly a global financial market into our school. This is for our students, it's considered to be bringing real life other than theory directly in practice to Bahrain Polytechnic, to their classes. So basically over here, they will be dealing with real market data, that they are using the same 20 terminals that all other banks and financial institutions use them worldwide. At the same thing for Bahrain Polytechnic as an institutional level, this is considered to be more like a statement of ambitions for Bahrain Polytechnic, and as well it's a place Bahrain Polytechnic among leading universities, like around 1,200 universities that use this technology or around the world. And it's the cornerstone for our strategic plan that we have, that we've launched recently, which is 2026-2029. This tells directly our students, our partners and the market that we are serious about providing applied learning specialized in finance education.
Now, you've mentioned a bit about the Bloomberg technology, and you've mentioned, it's something that's used kind of globally. Can you explain for those who kind of aren't familiar with Bloomberg's technology, why it's considered kind of like an industry standard tool?
Well, for those who would like us to imagine Bloomberg as a central nerve for financial market. So it's in a platform that provides real market data, historical data, advanced analytical skills. They can evaluate, do all these things using the system. Now, this will bring for our students and make them more different because they will have on-hand experience over there. Not only that, but basically they will start to have on-hand training and they will earn certain certificate that is called Bloomberg Market Concept Certificate, which is internationally recognized, and they can add it directly to their CV. So usually when they graduate, you will find them that they have to they will get the knowledge and later they have to gain the experience how to deal or to use these tools. So over here, what we are doing, we are preparing them to be ready to work immediately and contribute in the market.
What a wonderful opportunity for your students. And accounting is often perceived as focused on compliance and reporting. How does Bloomberg Finance Lab expand students' understanding of the profession?
Well, this is the most exciting thing, to be honest, because usually they are looking at accounting is mostly like the traditional way, which is recording, book recording and all these things. So over here, the modern accounting, basically it's link all these things together, because when you look at the accountant right now, they are the advisors, the analytics and the strategic decision makers. So over here, it's give them the bigger picture for the entire market. So when they started dealing or preparing these numbers, they start to understand and link them immediately with the market. So over here, when you look at, they will link it to the evaluation, for example, how to measure the risk, to take decisions. So over here, it's moved them from being reporting and to be basically to think about what next. What should that will give them the forward looking, how they can apply all these things and to take this proper decisions over here.
Wonderful, thank you for that answer. And now I want to ask about how these tools will be used in order to understand areas like, for example, financial analysis, risk management, valuation, and investment decision making.
Well, that will be very practically that they will use it. They will conduct their classes in the labs. So basically over here, they will know, for example, for, as you mentioned at the beginning, what is the first one? The analysis? Yeah, so they can extract the real market data immediately from the platform and they can work on them and build their own models. For example, for valuation, they can extract the company data and the sector data and they can compare them in the same term with the international market, what they are doing. As well, for example, when you can say for risk management now over here, they can evaluate and look at how the level of risk exposure that they are facing. Or sometimes for decision making, they can build their own simulation and they will look at the consequences that happens when they make their certain decision in a safe environment. So it's provide them all these things that they can have on-hand experience, so they will be able and familiar and let's say they can use these tools fluently.
Wonderful. And we've talked about one of the key objectives of the initiative is enhancing the graduate employability. How does the lab help bridge the gap between the academic learning and the workplace expectations? Have you gotten any feedback, for example, like from industry partners regarding the skills that they expect from the graduates?
Basically, yes. It's a bridge the gap by removing this translational step that we can see over here. Usually a graduate, when they graduate, they get the knowledge or the theoretical knowledge. Later on, that you will find them, they will go to have some training or to get, they need to get some training or internship to learn these skills. Now, what is over here, what we provide them with the entire training. So while they are, before they graduate, so the moment they graduate, they are ready and directly ready to contribute to the market. So over here, our partners usually say that they appreciate having these qualifications, but what they say, they prefer to have more practice and on-hand experience, that they have the skills, that they know, they have the confidence and the fluency of using these skills. So basically over here, we are transferring, or we're providing a ready graduate readiness. So we are transferring that qualification into a genuine employability.
Now, I don't think you need me to tell you this. You're already surely aware of the massive transformations to the financial sector, especially when we're talking about, like fintech, artificial intelligence, and advanced analytics. How does the lab kind of prepare the students to kind of work in the field with these technologies available?
Well, that will work really perfectly with them because over here, when you look, we are turning or transferring the education to make it more central in data and technology. Now, basically, if you look at the demand of this market currently or this industry, they are looking for those who are ready, graduate, that they have this financial data analytical skills and using this digital transformation platforms. So they want them to be ready over here. So while they are learning how to do all these things, using the tools, so over here we are contributing to the economy. So they are getting all these skills that is required for them.
And actually, I want to ask you, building on that, how this initiative contributes to Bahrain's ambition of developing a highly skilled, knowledge-based workforce.
Well, of course, that will help them a lot because over here, Bahrain, for example, our main let's say our main objective of Bahrain Polytechnic to produce work-ready graduate, and this is aligned with the strategic vision for Bahrain, which is 2030. So directly over here, what we are doing, trying to prepare young Bahrainis with all these skills that are required, so they will be ready with all these skills. So over here, we try to put them together. They have the skills and what is all required over here.
And, you know, looking ahead, what outcomes would you like to see that result from the Bloomberg Finance Lab over the next, like, let's say 5 years?
Well, to be honest, I would like to see the Bloomberg Lab to be like the engine of opportunities that to provide our students with many opportunities, like to make Bahrain Polytechnic is the leading country which we produce work-ready graduate with the financial skills, like what they want, like not only for Bahrain but even for the GCC. Secondly, I will be happy to see more of our students getting this BMC certificates and it's being part of their studies. And to be honest, and as well to be more involved in high impact research and get more partner with the industry. And ultimately, I believe I would like to see Bahrain Polytechnic, especially the School of Accounting and Finance, to be the leading school in the region who build future leaders.
And I absolutely think that with an initiative like this, that is entirely within the realm of possibility, and I would say plausibility within a few years. I want to thank you so much for explaining the Bloomberg Finance Lab and giving us kind of an insight into it and sharing what opportunities your students have. So thank you so much again for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you for bringing me over here. Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks again. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We have even more coming up here on Bahrain Now. The Arabian Gulf University continues to strengthen its role in preparing future generations of healthcare professionals through innovative educational initiatives that bridge the gap between school and university life. One of its latest programs, the Gulf Medical Camp, a medical student experience, offers high school students a unique opportunity to explore the world of medicine firsthand. Organized by the university's training consultancies and continuous education center in collaboration with the College of Medicine and Medical Sciences, the camp is designed to introduce students to the academic and professional realities of studying medicine and health sciences. To know more about this, the pioneering initiative, we are here joined by Dr. Affaf Bougawa, the Director of the Training Consultancies and Continuous Education Center at the Arabian Gulf University. In this interview, she'll be discussing the vision behind the camp, the experiences awaiting participants, and how such programs can help students make informed decisions about their future academic and career paths while inspiring the next generation of healthcare leaders. Welcome, Doctor. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here with you today.
It's our absolute pleasure to have you. I'd like you to start by telling us, please, about the idea behind the medical camp and what inspired its launch.
Actually, it came by Dr. Mohammed Madadin. He is the Dean of College of Medicine and Health Sciences. Usually students with high grades like to join medicine, but later they struggle with anatomy lab or with psychology lab. We create this camp to give them a real experience and to get the more information and opportunity to have the real environment for medicine.
What a wonderful idea as well. It's a great way to kind of prepare them and give them like a real life experience of it so they kind of know what they're getting into. And now I'm curious, what was the logic behind, kind of specifically making it for high school students?
Yes, actually it is because usually the decision happens between 17 and 18 years old. And usually they are choosing medicine because of social status. We want them to be prepared and to have, more information and to get the real activities, the real skills and knowledge that they needed before deciding or apply to university for medicine.
Wonderful. So all about kind of making sure that they have an informed
Yes.
decision.
Yes.
And what are the main objectives of the camp, and what impact do you hope that it will have on its participants?
Yes. And we started giving this information for a student because we need them to explore exposure to the medical education. Secondly, to have more skill and communication, clinical and communication skills. Thirdly, they have to go to the labs where they try to practice on simulated patients, which is the dummy and simulation center, and to be prepared.
And could you give us a bit of insight into how this differs slightly from the traditional activities offered to your students?
Yes, usually the traditional for a student to get the information from, brochures and by talking, hearing. While here it is, they will have 5 days intensive, working about the activities within the medical and the medicine. They will attend laboratory anatomy, they will attend psychology, they will attend hospitals and so on. So they will go through a lot of activities within this camp.
And how closely does the camp simulate the actual life of a medical student at the university?
Yes, we imitate it because we need them to have the real feeling. We need them, they will study the same style of teaching, they will have the same style teaching, they will have the same English, medical English, they will have the same place, environment, that they will do everything like a medical student.
Wonderful. It's really great to see as well that it's kind of like, again, going back to giving them that preview of what it will actually look like. Because I think a lot of people have an idea, but I've seen how intensive it can be. So it's a really good idea to give them a preview of that before they make their decision. And can you tell me a bit more about the role the College of Medicine and Medical Sciences plays in delivering the program?
The College of Medicine, it is the heart of this program, because all the professors who create the curriculum, they will be there. All the clinical instructor will be there. So even the mostly what they are providing for a student as a medical student, they will provide it in we don't have to say it in a bigger scales. It will be in a smaller scales, but giving the student the reality what's going on.
And the camp also includes activities at the University Hospital in Al Jawhara Center. How important is it for that real clinical environment for the students participating?
I think it is critical because usually classes will not teach as much as the hospital corridor teaches. Students, they have to link between theories and practice. So Al Jawhara will provide them the real experience by seeing the doctor how they treat patients, and they have to protect privacy of the patients. Secondly, how they will communicate with the nurses as a teamwork. So will give them a smaller picture for the big picture.
Kind of giving them a preview of that ecosystem, like you said, working with the patients, working with the nurses. Yeah. I really like that. That's a great way to show them everything. Yes. As part of like a whole moving mechanism. Now I'm curious, like we've discussed that it's important, for example, for the students to kind of get that preview of medicine before kind of getting into it. But in your own words, why is it so important that we give students that information or that experience before they make their decision?
I think it is important. Why? Because they have to know what kind of commitment they have to go through, and plus what kind of stress they might face. And they have to be ready for the hard work. So that's why we expose this before surprising in first year. So it will give them as a information and knowledge, as a guidance before the actual thing.
Wonderfully said. And beyond medicine, will participants have the opportunity to learn about like other health sciences and medical specialties?
For the time being, honestly, we focus on medicine. And the camp is mainly about department, rotating from one department to other through medicine, College of Medicine. But maybe we will think of it for next year. We might add other specialty, other departments, and maybe something new will come in the future.
Inshallah. And the program is delivered entirely in English. How does this help students prepare for future medical studies?
Because AGU Medical of Science is a medical college, usually it is in English medium. So all the textbooks, the lectures, the presentation, the information given, it's in English. Plus, we would like the student understand medicine vocabularies, to get more information about the main vocabularies that might be highlighted in first year of medical.
And now I want to ask you about the practicalities of it. If a student is participating in the camp, like what will their day kind of look like?
Yes, the first, so it is a 5 days. Firstly, they will get information about the ethics or medical ethics. Then they will have some activities about BLS, vital signs through the simulation center. They will get information about labs. They will go to the Al Jawhara, center, and they might have also in the last day case study discussing or evaluating some case studies.
And what has the general feedback been so far about the camp from both like the instructors and the students?
Honestly, we don't have feedback until now because it will start on 16 till the 20 of August. But actually, what we receive, and we exceed our expectation, the number of participants. We will accept only 60, but now we get 103 students. They want to join this camp, but we are limited with seated. But inshallah, for the future, we'll increase it and we will give a lot of opportunities since this is the version 1 of this camp.
And in your view, what qualities should young people possess if they're considering a future career in medicine or healthcare sciences?
Yes, usually they have to put in their minds curiosity that learning, they have to keep learning. Secondly, the empathies, they have to know that a patient is not a case, they are a human being. And also that we need to know how they are ready as a personnel in this career. And fourth, it is a teamwork that the doctor cannot work alone. It is a group works and a teamwork.
Very well said, and I think that this will be a great opportunity to really practically teach them that and to see it in action as well. And do you see this camp becoming kind of like an annual event or expanding to include even more students, given it's already proven to be quite popular, and additional healthcare fields in the future to be included?
Yes, we were thinking that it will be an annual flagship program. And we might, inshallah, we add more seats for the students to join us. Secondly, we need more, we need it to be the top pre-medical experience for our students in GCC. Third, we need to invite more students from GCC countries in this camp.
Wonderful, and inshallah we see it to grow to that level, to those heights, because I genuinely think that this is, again, I'll reiterate, I think it's a great idea, because even if someone ends up not choosing medicine in the future, they'll at least have known that they've kind of tried it.
Yes.
and can kind of move on to whatever field they want to, kind of guilt-free.
Yep.
Whereas, and for people who want to double check that they genuinely are passionate about the field, that will kind of confirm that for them. How does this initiative also contribute to the developing of the next generation of healthcare professionals in Bahrain and the Gulf region?
And I think it is the vision of Bahrain 2030 and the vision of GCC countries 2030, 2035. Usually they are seeking for the best candidate as a doctors or in the career of healthcare. So most of them, they need the best calibers, the best candidate with more experience and committed, and they have the passion to continue in this field.
Absolutely, I completely agree with that. And is there a message that you'd like high school students to be aware of if they're interested in joining the Gulf Medical Camp and possibly pursuing a career in medicine?
I think it is a simple message for all students. Don't choose medicine because it is prestigious. Choose it because you love science. You care about patients. You are ready for the hard work. And if you see your passion increases, then you have the heart of doctor.
Wonderfully
So
said.
you
I
are
think,
very welcome in the camp.
absolutely. I think that that's a great message to send, because like to be aware that it isn't easy. Like you said, I mean, you're dealing with people.
Yeah.
And then you're dealing with the very cold and calculated side of things, which is the science of it. And you also mentioned curiosity earlier, which I think is very important in any scientific field. Lastly, just before we conclude, is there anything else that you'd like our viewers to be aware of?
I think we cover everything, and I hope that this version 1 will be succeed, and we will take all the feedback from the participants to improve it for next version, inshallah, next year.
Inshallah. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for discussing this medical camp with us. And maybe in the future we can have you back to discuss its success. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. It's my pleasure. Anytime. Thank you so much, Khalid.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We have even more coming up here on Bahrain Now. And now let's take a look at what's going on beyond the studio in the following report.
In its 15th edition for the year 2026, Youth City 2030 builds upon the journey of the national project launched in 2010, aligned with the Economic Vision 2030 of the Kingdom of Bahrain. The project aims to activate the role of youth in shaping the elements of comprehensive development by empowering them with future tools and enhancing their participation in achieving the Kingdom's aspiration across various levels. Youth City 2030 serves as an innovative national model for youth empowerment, providing an open educational and training environment that allows them to explore their capabilities, develop their skills, and direct their energies towards areas of creativity and productivity.
Youth City 2030 for this year is considered as the largest version of Youth City with more than 6,000 participants, and we have the largest number of courses in addition to the largest amount of opportunities offered for the youth, which can be considered more than 10,000 opportunities. Youth City for this year will have a lot of new initiatives and new, let's say, courses and programs. One of the biggest changes in Youth City that we have transformed the sports center from a small center to sports city, which is in the second hall that everyone have visited this year. And it can be considered as one of the biggest changes in Youth City. We have also in the Science and Technology Center, we have a lot of new projects and program. One of the new program that our collaboration with the Bahrain Space Agency. Bahrain Space Agency is considered one of the largest participation number, let's say, in Youth City this year, with more than 11 program, and even Gulf Air. We have lots of new program which can be considered as new of its type or its kind in Youth City this year. The second, let's say, center that have a lot of new initiative is leadership and entrepreneurs. And the leadership and entrepreneurs, we have collaborate with one of our society, which is part of the under the umbrella of Ministry of Youth Affairs, and alhamdulillah they have been doing well, and we started international partnership with a lot of companies outside Bahrain, such as PwC, Ernst & Young, and a lot of other opportunities.
Actually, Youth City 2030 is Ministry of Youth Affairs flagship national project, which is delivered in partnership with our strategic partner Tamkeen. And the main objective or goal of this project is to equip the Bahraini youth with the skills they need for the labor market. And this year is very special as we are celebrating the 15th edition of this project. And we are focusing on discovering the talents, developing their skills, and giving them the opportunity to shine in this project. And I'm happy to say that we have more than 10,000 opportunity within this project through over 300 training program in collaboration with our partner from public, private, and non-profit sectors. And I would like to send a message to our Bahraini youth that take this opportunity, learn something new. This is your place to shine within this project.
This brings us to the end of today's episode. As always, we'd like to thank you for watching, and be sure to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below. We love to hear from you. Until next time, this has been Khalid Hidris. Good night and God bless.